Francesco Bagnaia, the three-time defending champion at Mugello, kicked off the weekend with high hopes, dominating early sessions and even snagging a podium in the sprint race. But come the main race, those dreams crashed into bitter disappointment. The Mugello weekend left a sour taste in my mouth, Pecco said, his voice dripping with frustration. What went wrong? Why did Ducati boss Davide Tardozzi feel the need to speak out? Stick around, because this story is packed with twists and turns. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a second of the MotoGP drama. Before we dive into the race day chaos, let's set the stage. Francesco Bagnaia, or Pecco as the fans call him, is the king of Mugello. For 3 years straight, from 2022 to 2024, he owned this circuit, storming to victory with the Ducati Lenovo team. With the passionate Italian tifosi cheering him on and the technical edge of the Desmercedesi GP25, everyone expected Pecco to wave the Ducati flag atop the podium once again. Mugello is his home turf, a place where he feels both the weight of expectation and the pride of performing for his home crowd. The weekend started strong in Free Practice 1 FP1 with promising signs. Marco Bezzecchi topped the timesheets, but Pecco was right on his tail in second. This morning, I was a bit annoyed because the bike felt off, but by the afternoon, everything clicked. It was fantastic, Pecco said, brimming with confidence. His competitive lap times suggested he was ready to repeat his Mugello magic, but lurking in the shadows were the Marquez brothers, Mark and Alex, along with Fabio Di Giannantonio, who was quietly sharpening his claws. Qualifying day brought the heat, setting the grid for the main event. Marc Marquez, the baby alien, snatched pole position with a blistering 1:44.169, marking his 100th career pole. Pecco, though missing out on pole, secured a front row spot in second, with Alex Marquez right behind in third. The stage was set for a fiery battle, and the sprint race that evening was a tantalizing preview of what was to come. The 11-lap sprint race was a full-throttle showdown where riders had to go all out from the moment the lights went out. Marc Marquez shot off the line, proving why he led the championship with 233 points coming into the weekend. But Pecco wasn't backing down. With a brilliant start, he stuck to Marc like glue and even led in the early laps. It was a fierce three-way scrap between Mark, Alex and Pecco, with Fabio Di Giannantonio, aka Digia, starting to flex his muscle from behind. By the end of the sprint, Mark took the win, Alex grabbed second, and Pecco rounded out the podium in third. The result boosted Pecco's points and confidence, but it also signalled that the main race would be a brutal fight. Race day arrived, and the 2025 Italian MotoGP at Mugello kicked off. Marc Marquez, starting from pole, faced immediate pressure from Pecco. As the lights went out, Pecco surged into the lead, leveraging his track knowledge and the roar of the home crowd. For the first 6 laps, he held off Marc, with Alex Marquez hot on their heels. The trio's battle had fans on the edge of their seats. But on lap 8, everything shifted. Marc Marquez, with his killer instinct, found a gap and snatched the lead. Pecco fought to keep up, but Alex Marquez wasn't giving an inch, creating a rare brotherly duel in MotoGP. Meanwhile, Fabio Di Giannantonio was making moves from the midfield. Riding for the Pertamina Enduro VR46 racing team, Digia's consistent pace brought him closer to the frontrunners. As the race entered its final laps, the tension was electric. Pecco, holding third, started feeling the heat from Digia. Unfortunately, when the front brake grip dropped, "I didn't have enough stability," Pecco admitted post-race. This technical issue left him struggling to close the gap to the leaders. In the final corner before lap 22, Digia made a daring move. With pinpoint precision, he overtook Pecco to claim third. Marc Marquez crossed the line first, followed by Alex Marquez in second, and Digia in a stunning third. Pecco had to settle for fourth, a gut-punch result on home soil. Pecco's failure to podium at Mugello wasn't just a blow to him, but to the entire Ducati camp. Team manager Davide Tardozzi couldn't hide his disappointment. In his comments, he pointed to strategy and Pecco's early race management. If Pecco had handled the opening laps better, the outcome might have been different, Tardozzi said. He also defended Marc Marquez from crowd boos, stressing that jeering a rider isn't the right way, no matter the rivalry on track. Tardozzi highlighted the complex dynamic between Marc and Pecco within the team. Marc and Pecco work together to improve our bike, but on the track, they're true rivals, he added. His words underscored the tightrope walk of collaboration and competition in Ducati's garage, where two titans battle for the world title. While Pecco left Mugello with a bitter taste, Fabio Di Giannantonio emerged as the weekend's surprise star. His third-place finish was his best ever at Mugello in MotoGP. "It's like a dream," Digia beamed in the cool-down room. His secret? Consistency and a spot-on tyre strategy. Opting for medium tyres gave him the stability to overtake Pecco at the crucial moment. Digia's success was a feather in the cap for the Pertamina Enduro VR46 racing team, which has been making strides all season. "We've been working hard, and this podium proves we can run with the best," Digia said. The result not only boosted his confidence, but also cemented his 5th place in the championship with 120 points. The Mugello 2025 results shook up the MotoGP World Championship standings. Marc Marquez, with his 5th win of the season, strengthened his lead with 270 points. Alex Marquez, finishing second, held on to the runner-up spot with 230 points, 40 points ahead of Pecco, who stagnated at 106. Pecco's podium miss widened the gap to Marc, piling on the pressure heading into the next round at Assen. For fans, Mugello 2025 was a reminder that MotoGP isn't just about speed, it's about handling pressure and overcoming obstacles. Digia's last lap overtake of Pecco will go down as one of the season's defining moments. With Assen on the horizon, the fight for the world title is heating up. MotoGP Mugello 2025 left an emotional mark on fans, especially the Italian tifosi who hoped to see Pecco reign supreme. But it also proved that MotoGP is full of surprises. Fabio Di Giannantonio, once an underdog, stole the spotlight, while Marc Marquez continued his dominant run. With Assen up next, the battle for the 2025 MotoGP crown is about to get even wilder. So are you ready for the next chapter of this MotoGP drama? Let's find out together.
Welcome to GP Talks. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates.